But if you're someone who travels around a lot, I mean, you move from Europe to America to Africa and to some other places like that, you probably would have needed something like this at some point in time. So this is a universal adapter. Now, the way it works is that you have different settings. So depending on where you are, you can basically adjust the plug to be able to fit into the socket of the country that you're in. So you have the settings that go into America. If you've been in America before, you know that they have a different setting that I think 2 different slots or something like that. If you're in Nigeria, Africa, I think it has the 3 points. This one is the 2 points, and there are some that have 3. Basically it's different for each country. So what this adapter does is that it helps you to plug in your device or your tool that you want to connect to power. It helps you to connect it to that country's location, to adapt it to that country's location so that you can charge it, use it. Now, the thing that I've realized with many of us is that we miss out understanding the fact that when we go for programs, right, the speaker or the teacher or the coach or the trainer basically is focusing on making sure that as many people understand the concept being shared. Now, depending on the kind of program you go for, there may be a need for you to now make sure that all that you've learned now fits into your situation. And that's what I call customizing. Customizing is an opportunity for you to say, okay, we've learned this. Now, how does it fit into my situation? Because if you look at some of the programs some of us sign for, at least a minimum of 10, 20 people sign up for those programs. And we all came into that program with different expectations. Even if you are both in similar spaces, you are expecting different things, different outcomes from that program. So the question that I have for you today is this. For those books you've read, now the ones that you read on your own, you probably had, a particular way in which you went about studying it. But have you really had time to plug in what you took out into your situation? That course you signed up for, have you started seeing a change? And that's what happens with many of us because we're not doing the right plug-in, so we think we need another program. We think we need to go for another course. And because we are doing nothing about what we know, there's a tendency for us to feel inadequate, unqualified for the next level. Because we're not really actually sitting down to say, I've taken this out. And this is how I'm going to do differently because of the thing that I've learned. And that's what I call a particular type of, because I'm going to be talking about 2 plug-in situations that we need to be aware of if we really want to thrive. So you're learning new things, amazing things that should actually be bringing change to you, but you've not yet plugged in. And there are many ways in which a plug-in can happen, but today I'm just going to share one.